It's time for baseball on MLB Network. We've got baseball on the 4th of July between the Texas Rangers and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Garrett Richards gets the starting nod for the Halos. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Richards. This guy's stuff is unbelievable. 95 to 97 miles an hour with sink, and sometimes that fastball he throws, it has a mind of its own. Sometimes it sinks, sometimes it cuts. Good, hard, vicious breaking slider, and his changeup has gotten better. The key to Garrett Richards is staying healthy, and if he's healthy and brings his A game, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the bump.
First offering on its way. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Clear skies this afternoon. 84 degrees is our first pitch temperature. Good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, one guy to watch is Cole Calhoun. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400. And when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
Standing in, Jose Martinez, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Line toward the alley in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. The numbers, 282 to start play, 18 homers, and 46 driven in. Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Rangers leave a pair. Nothing for the Rangers early on. The Angels step up to the plate next on MLB Network. Phil Hughes starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Halos, the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
First pitch coming now from Hughes. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, I know this team has to be hoping that Jose Abreu can get it going. He won the Silver Slugger last year in the American League, but by watching him this year, it looks like he's using that Silver Slugger bat at the plate because he has no bat speed right now. We'll see if he can finally get it going.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4-for-5 effort. Tough slider down low for a strike. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Into the box now, Mike Trout, and he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. Now here's the pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. Past history with Phil Hughes. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. He's taken him deep once. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard on the ground towards short. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Man, errors are never welcome. But to make one with 2 outs in the first is especially painful. Now your pitcher has to make extra throws, and that could make the difference in how long he lasts in this game.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, he was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your 1st rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Throw arm to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Angels leave 1, still no score. Cole Calhoun will stand in now, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And guys, looking at the numbers, although this team won their last game, they did commit 2 errors, which they are going to have to clean up today if they're going to be more effective on the defensive side of the ball. Let's see who flashes the leather in this one.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Here's Joey Gallo now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. At the plate, Jose Abreu, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Jose Abreu.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention at the guy who plays one of the premier positions in the game, and that's Elvis Andrus. Listen, when I watch this guy, I can't help but think Omar Vizquel. Came into the league, was all glove and figuring it out at the plate, and has consistently gotten better offensively while never losing a step with the glove.
First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. Stepping up now, Jarrett Parker. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball in for a strike. And this is on the ground now for Andrus at short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Hughes looking strong that half of the inning. It remains 0-0. Now the beauty of the Southern California coast. Thanks for being with us for daytime baseball on MLB Network from the Big A. Digging in now, Brett Nicholas. He'll start things out against Garrett Richards as we get the inning underway. First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Strike.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. Fouled off. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Andrus, 30 years of age. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Rangers shortstop.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Grounded down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
In now, Jose Martinez, as he sends it on the ground to first. And that is through into right field for a single. So that's now 2 hits for him here today as he finds the hole into right. And as we put up our team leaderboard, you can see right there his total, currently 3rd best on this Rangers ball club. Ready now, J.D. Martinez. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
That's a strike to throw down. Not in time as he steals second. Martinez stands at second with 2 gone. Slapped hard the opposite way. And Chisenhall will make the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for Texas. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Past history with Phil Hughes. He's only 1 for 10.
Second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Fouled away. The 0-2 on its way from Hughes. Down the left field line and deep. Martinez is after it.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Angel shortstop behind in the count at 1 and 2 strikes. Calhoun moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. So with 1 away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Ready now for L.A., Jose Lobaton. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Shot toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Now at the plate, Andrelton Simmons. His guys still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch on its way. soft liner to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the fourth. Stepping in, Nomar Mazara as we begin the top of the fourth.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case. Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
A ball and a strike now. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A high fastball is in there. And it's fouled away. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Coming to the plate now, Rougned. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
So he sets him down swinging. Rougned sent packing for the second out of the inning.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Standing in now, Cole Calhoun, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in, Lonnie Chisenhall. Get us started here for the Angels with the excitement waiting on deck in the form of Mike Trout. First pitch on its way. And that one right down Main Street. Chisenhall is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
So 1 gone in the inning, and here's the always dangerous center fielder, Mike Trout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. No runs, no hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
In there, and it's even now. 2-2. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, and the Halos have their first hit of the game.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting it out.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 0-1, and a breaking ball stays outside. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Trout, base runner at first with 1 out. Hard hit ball to second. Odor is there. Andrus on to Moreland as they get them both. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it more skill and finesse.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Here's Joey Gallo now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
One of the keys to good pitching is attacking early in the count. That's 2 pitches, 2 swings, and an 0-2 count. Let's see if he goes right after him and tries to bury him here on the 3rd pitch.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
And up next will be Brett Nicholas. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now as the side is retired. Rangers set down in order. Halfway home, still no score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu is ready to start out the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Chopped weakly to the left. Andrus fields it cleanly. On to first with it is Andrus, and it's in time, 1 away. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Here's C.J. Cron now. First pitch coming now from Hughes. No balls and a strike to count. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Oh, he brought it back.
Really nice play right there. One of the things that was great about this, he was able to get close to the stands, get a good read on where the fans were, and track that one all the way into the glove. Terrific play on a ball that was definitely going to be out of play.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Hughes comes set. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. We'll get a look at the speedy Elvis Andrus when we join. Here's Elvis Andrus now, who has sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Elvis Andrus.
And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Moustakas comes up with it. Throw will not be in time, as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Angels have elected to.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Ready once again, Jose Martinez. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit well on the ground to first. And a step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting, center fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at bat, but it resulted in a line out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Way in front of that fastball.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all four quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. At the plate, Jose Lobaton hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. First pitch on its way. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. And it'll take just one pitch to retire the leadoff man here in the sixth. Now in the box, Andrelton Simmons. He was a ground out victim last time up. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. The relay throw, and it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Up next for the Angels, right fielder
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line to the right side, but foul. 2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season as the Angels take a 1-0 lead. No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Down the third baseline. Gallo is up with it. And a high throw there, but a good recovery at first as he comes down with his foot on the bag, and the side is retired. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim, the Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Richards is ready, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball right side. Cabrera gets to it, on to first, and a big out to start the 7th, 1 gone.
Up next for the Rangers, second baseman,
digging in once again, Rougned Odor. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. It's 1-2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Still 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Paul Calhoun will stand in now. And oh dear, that caught him full bore on the mound as it ricochets back toward the plate. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first. This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Calhoun, the runner at first with 2 gone. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Rangers lead 1. They trail this one 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Mike Moustakas. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. Right side, hit hard. Odor has it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Boy, this is an absolute gift for them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
Now here comes the Rangers skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks like that's going to be all for Phil Hughes. Jose Leclerc takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. First pitch on its way. High and deep to right center. On the move is Calhoun, but he won't get there. It falls in. The relay, and he's safe.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Into the box now, C.J. Cron. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Jarrett Parker.
First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Well, the Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Calhoun has a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
So 1 away now for the Angels in the 7th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Jose Lobaton.
Digging in, Jose Lobaton. And he's got an opportunity to add to this lead, but the double play is in order. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses for ball one.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Heading out towards shallow right. Calhoun is under it. He gets there as the runner breaks for home. And never much of a chance to even think about scoring there. What a big second out. Stepping up to the plate, Andrelton Simmons. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he lays off there 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Martinez has a read on it, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch. So just the. Here's Joey Gallo now, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Yank on the ground down the line.
Number 24, Andrew Miller.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, Dero, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. 2 different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? 2 different ways. The power guy was on top of his game. Not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Andrus in an 0-2 hole here. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders. And this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
First offering on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Cold strike on the inside corner.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Rangers pick up a run here on the solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's Oliver Perez. It's on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready for another shot now, Lonnie Chisenhall. He went deep last time up.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. This is pulled into right. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He swings and grounds it to short. Andrus has it. Step on the bag for 1. On to Moreland, but it's too late, so they'll get just the 1. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Mike Moustakas. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he's back easily. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. Now a snap throw to first, and the runner back easily. Line drive to center field. Martinez is there, 2 gone. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Jose Abreu. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Trout leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit back up the middle. Andrus fields it cleanly, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning. Here's J.D. Martinez. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He carries a .308 batting average. He's also hit 3 home runs. Cam Bedrosian comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
And hey, if the first baseman is playing straight up there, that's probably a double down the line. But in order to prevent that late in the game, they had him guarding the line, and it obviously worked out perfectly.
Here's Rougned Odor now. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simmons has it. Throw to first here is going to be in time as the Angels have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, it's always been festive on Independence Day in the United States, but what makes the party even more fun is winning in front of your home crowd. Makes those fireworks even more enjoyable.
Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Angels rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Garrett Richards earns his 8th victory of the season, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. Phil Hughes is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Cam Bedrosian earns the save out of the bullpen, his 29th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
The victorious Angels, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Left 7 men on base. For the Rangers, 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Garrett Richards. His record is now 8-4. The save to Garrett Richards. The loss goes to Philip Hughes, just his 4th loss of the season. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Big A this afternoon, 45,050. The Angels once again thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
From the new home of the Atlanta Braves, MLB Network welcomes you to SunTrust Park. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Who'll get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Rob McCallum, the right-hander from Arizona, will be doing the pitching. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First of 4 here to start the weekend as the game's first pitch is taken, and it's strike 1. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. 67 degrees our game time temperature. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it now is Kemp, and he'll make the play for the first out. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
Popped him up. Swanson has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 6.
Stepping into the box, David Peralta. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Oh, look at the stop by Freddie. Got him. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Jared Eichhoff will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Standing in, Dansby Swanson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good breaking ball that time in for a strike. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Mark, what's your take on them against one of the best starters in the game?
Matt, you take a look at both these lineups. They got their work cut out for them. This is going to be a pitcher's duel. Both these guys can execute and have a chance to go deep in this game and turn it over to bullpen. Somebody is going to have to get that big 2-out knock with runners in scoring position.
In there at the knees, strike 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches, not throw a single ball, and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding, but you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side on 9 pitches. An inning in the books, no score on MLB Network. So next to the plate for the Phils, Rhys Hoskins. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. The 1-0. Line to the right side. Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And guys, I want to focus on the guy on the mound because he brings gold to the party, and I can't say enough how crisp and how effective a defense plays when the pitcher can field his position. There's nothing better than a pitcher who can help himself in the field.
First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Freeman is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting sixth, third baseman number 7.
So coming to the plate, Maikel Franco. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. First pitch of the at-bat. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson brings it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's Matt Kemp now. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race. Now Kemp swings and sends a high fly ball with good carry out to deep left field. Gone!
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Peralta is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Ball 2. Three and 0 now.
3 balls, no strike.
1 out, nobody on. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And the count will be full. Now the 3-2 pitch. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. behind 0-2 now. Ruiz, California-born ball player. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this middle-round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out. Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
2 out, nobody on. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run.
Everybody loves to get on a good piece of cheese. Hit a fastball out of the yard. But I tell you what, to be able to stay back and take a curveball deep, it's one of those special feelings when you can recognize and react, keep your hands back, and drive it out of the yard.
They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Fastball called for strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance. And hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
The 0-2 once more. High in the air into shallow left center. Crawford is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's going to get to 2nd now with nobody out.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
J.P. Crawford is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at 1st and 3rd.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
On to 1st, and it's double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score. Riding in once again, Cesar Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit out towards 2nd, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Lays off 1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. Hernandez rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. It's a 2-2 game. And he's going to make it easily. It's a stand-up triple.
Now batting.
Looked like the outfielder might have thought that was just going to be a long flyout. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late, and he's got a clutch RBI triple.
Into the box, David Peralta. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. David Peralta with a 2-run shot. Number 13 for him on the year, and it's given the Phillies a 4-2 lead.
Well, this game is definitely out of the norm from this guy. I mean, his ERA is in the 2s, and they're just hammering him all over the yard. That earned run average will be on the rise after this one.
First baseman number 17.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. High in the air out to center field. Verdugo waits on it. And that retires the side. So they score 4 times on 5 hits. No error. The next to bat for Atlanta, Rob McCallum. He'll start things out against Jared Eichhoff as this inning gets underway. And we'll start the inning off with an easy fly ball to straightaway left. Crawford backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Around the face.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Dansby Swanson becomes out number 2 this inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Gomez has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail it here 4-2. Here's Carlos Gomez. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
First delivery to him on the way. And he sends it the other way toward right center. And this is run down out there in right center as the runner tags from second. Throw won't get him. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Comes set, and the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1.
That's not some bad pitching right there. You're 2 pitches down, but you have a runner on third, and you know this hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can hit into the air for a sacrifice fly. Drives it out to deep right center field. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And they will tack on another on the sac fly, make it a 5-2 game now. Great job there by this power hitter, known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is pulled into right. Markakis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Phillies lead this one 5-2.
Leading off the 4th inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
To 2-2 now.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Freddie Freeman is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. So here's Matt Kemp now.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball outside.
And a breaking ball stays outside. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. And that misses 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So here now's the pitcher. Jared Eichhoff comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Up next for Philadelphia, second baseman.
So striding in, Cesar Hernandez. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. He pulls this one into right. Oh, and this deflects right off him. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Up next will be Nick Williams. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position. Tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Now the 2-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hit in the air out to center field. Verdugo waits on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely.
The right fielder, number 6.
Digging in to try it again, David Peralta. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. From the belt, the pitch. 2-2.
Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. There's Peterson. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the... Stepping in for the Braves, Jace Peterson. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did it get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Popped him up. Castillo moving to his left, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So striding forward now, Rio Ruiz. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. 0-1 the count. Popped him up. Casilla is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Low for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses. 2-0.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
2 balls and a strike to count. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. They trail 5-2. Matt Whistler takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 45, Matt Whistler.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rhys Hoskins. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chasing after it is Verdugo. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder. 1
out for the Phillies in their half of the 6th. And standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. First offering on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Striding into the box, Michael Franco. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Hit on the ground to third. Ruiz loves it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order, and it remains 5-2. Andrew Toles is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. A high fastball is in there, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there. Here now the 2-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Williams is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Hernandez is there, and there's out number 2. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as we head toward the All-Star break, you can see he's on top of the NL in that category. At the plate, Alex Verdugo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game. Pounding the zone.
And a curveball that time that broke too low. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors so far for Atlanta. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Hoskins into foul territory, and no one will get this one. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and the deficit remains 5-2. Back here at SunTrust Park, it's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Max Fried is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 61.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. belted high in the air out to left. Kemp looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 15 for him thus far as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Fried, a 6'4" lefty. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Now the 1-0. On the ground to the right side. Freeman's got it, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Jared Eichhoff. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. Soft liner towards short, and an easy play out there as this is taken for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar.
Digging in and looking for more, Cesar Hernandez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little different.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Braves 2. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now. I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged the bullet.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Line towards center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Braves. They still trail here at 6-2. Settling in now, Nick Williams. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
David Peralta will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on. And he'll snap one over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Peterson has it, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
First baseman number 17.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. The relay throw, and he is out retreating to third as they slap the tag on him. Here's Carlos Gomez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. From the stretch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Gomez waits. Here's the 1-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Hoskins is off at first with 2 away. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Verdugo. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Stepping in now, Maikel Franco takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he is safe at the plate as they continue to pile on. It's now a 7-2 ball game. And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Roy, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Into the box now, Wellington Castillo. Fastball, and that ran in and drilled him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Now to the plate, J.P. Crawford. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though. It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
The 2-1 home. Swing and a liner. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. 1 run scores. Throw to third, but he's in there as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with a 2 RBI double. In
now, Jared Eichhoff. Hit in the air out to left field. Kemp giving chase. And that ends the inning. Digging in, Jace Peterson. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Hit out towards second. Hernandez has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now at the plate, Leo Ruiz is working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozens strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And that is off the wall. Around second is Markakis looking for 3. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Luis Garcia will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Markakis on third with 2 out. Missed with a slider.
3-1.
Dansby Swanson would be next. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And you can't ask for much more off the bench as he'll drive that run in with extra bases. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
The 0-2 delivery. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Braves pick up a run on the RBI double. 9th inning coming up. It's now 9. Back here in the Atlanta metro area on MLB Network, set to go in the 9th from SunTrust Park. Tony Watson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Cesar Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Verdugo is there. One quick out to start inning number 9. Up next will be Nick Williams. He comes in with a couple of hits, including a triple in 4 at-bats. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Now the 1-0 is taken for ball two. His previous battles with Tony Watson been pretty good. 5 for 12. He also has 1 home run. High and deep to center field. Verdugo looks up. And it's gone as they add still another. David Peralta has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
First baseman number 17.
Into the box, Rhys Hoskins. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Home run number 9 on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Now batting, center fielder, Carlos Gomez.
Standing in now, Carlos Gomez. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His second of the game as the blowout continues.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting his baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Carlos Santana will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Line towards center field. Verdugo is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. Phillies on top, 14-3. John McDonough is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Yeah, another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Rajay Davis will also come in now as he takes over out in center. Freddie Galvis is also into the game as he takes over at short.
Now playing shortstop.
And the pitch.
Freddie Galvis.
Chased after that one, and it's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Ball 1.
1 ball. No strike.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. McDonough is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Kemp. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Adam Jones is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's got to hurt.
The pitcher is acting innocent, but I saw it in real time, and my first thought was he did that on purpose. These pitchers can paint the black inside and out, make the ball move up and down. So a lot of times when you see a guy get hit in that spot, there was some kind of message behind it. We'll see what that leads to the rest of this game.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. There seem to be different philosophies on it, so Dan, what was it? And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
14-3 is the final score in this one. The Philadelphia Phillies were on fire with the bats and ended up with 19 hits total. Jared Eichhoff records the victory, his 13th of the year, striking out 12 in the process. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of SunTrust Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.